Hello, hello, Cancer. Hello, I am back. I had some throat upgrade, so I had no voice. So I am back. It's still on the last few recovering moments, so there's still a little bit of an up and down here, but all is well. Let's get back to this reading for you. Let's see what energies are coming here around you. So let's just see. This is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus sign, of course, and always use your intuition as these are generating. And if you need anything from me, do check the description box below. But let's get started now for your reading. 5 card spread, recent past for Cancer, recent past. We have the King of Pentacles. Now, for the present energy, we do have the Eight of Swords for what you don't see coming, what you don't see coming. 10 of Pentacles. Hey, I did see this card as I was shuffling a couple of times. Advice for you, 7 of Wands, and the outcome, Page of Pentacles. Okay, beautiful. Let's clarify this before we dive into this reading. For the King of Pentacles in the recent past, for Cancer, the Two of Swords. For the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. For the 10 of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. Woo! For the Seven of Wands, the 10 of Swords. A lot of swords in your reading. And for the Page of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands. Beautiful. 10 of Wands, the end of hard times. Yes, let's do it. Let's get rolling. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the Knight of Cups here. And you have the Queen of Wands. I just was guided to give you this card, so it could be interesting for some of you. But let's get started here and see what is going on. Recent past, we do have King of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. What am I getting here? There could have been some sort of opportunity here, but you were not ready for it. This feels like not ready, not feeling this is the right thing for me. Okay. This could have been a job offer. This could have been a relationship. This could have been someone that was very interested in you. Now, when someone is very interested in you and they're very wealthy and all of that, doesn't mean you have to say yes. If you feel it's not the right person for you, it's not the right moment, you're not emotionally available, well, then it's a no for you, right? Because you have your own journey. You can't just say yes just because someone else is available, right? Or just because another job is available. So that's very interesting here, because what I feel is that this Two of Swords gave you, or still giving you, this sort of stallment moment, right? Like the Hangman is like, okay, let me see things from a different perspective. I'm not going to take action right now. So I really like this energy for you, because I see that you don't just take action just because there's an opportunity right there. You go and understand behind the scenes, reading between the lines, all of that is coming up here. Okay, now in the present moment, I am feeling that some of you might be still a little bit like, what if this gives me the financial freedom that I want? Because you come from the 8 to the 9, so there is ascending. However, we come for a very stuck energy, mental prison here. That the way I read these cards here today, right now, is that there's a mental prison that is making you just look at things from a very material side, not from a heart connection. Okay? So if this is the case, pay attention to that. Okay? Don't just think about how much money it's going to give you. Do focus as well on, how do I feel about it? Because, for example, like we said in the recent past, you could have this amazing new job opportunity, great salary, great conditions. What about if what you have to do is something that you always said, I will never do that, right? So it's not just about the money, it's about the purpose, it's about how you feel about it. So that's what is coming up here in this current present energy. Now, what you don't see coming is that as you hold on, there's something much better for you. And maybe this is why, right? Nothing happens as a coincidence. You didn't feel yes, this is the one for me. You didn't feel like, yes, this is going to give me all this stuff. Maybe I think this is why I was talking so much. Don't just focus on the money, but focus on the purpose and all of that, because there's a blessing here coming up. You know, normally this person has is she's being blessed as she is sleeping, right? Like the swords are the swords are there guiding her, right? Protecting her. Because you look at that, the swords are between her and the outside, right? So it's like guarding her, and you have the candle where the smoke is going outside, so it's like magic is happening while she's asleep at nighttime. There's magic happening. There's the blessing of the moon. There's the broom guarding her over there, and you see that the broom is upside down, so that just gives like, you know, protection. No, like any evil eye is forbidden from entering this space. So there's a lot of protection here while she's asleep. There's a lot of spider webs as well. So there's a lot of, to me, they symbolize a lot of protection as well. Okay, and we have with that the Ten of Pentacles. So this is the stability. Here it is. So if you feel like you need to wait, and also talks about meditation, the Four of Wands, and all of that. Yes, this is the time, because you don't see that coming. You just know that something doesn't feel right, but you don't know why. So give it a moment. Wait for it. Okay? If it's a possibility for you to wait for it. Now, what is the advice here? The advice here is for you to, again, stand up for what you believe. You don't have to justify yourself just because you don't want something. 10 of Swords. Just because this situation doesn't feel right for you. I have something here that it's, uh it's a great opportunity, but they're just showing you the pretty face. They're not showing you the behind the scenes part. Okay? So pay attention to that. If there's something in your life that is coming up with this opportunity, pay attention to that. Okay? Because it doesn't feel like everything is crystal clear. So ask questions, don't just answer, ask questions back as well. Something about asking questions back. Understand. If you're feeling something, try go and understand why you're feeling something. Okay? It's like that saying, like someone says, "Oh, that person is an amazing person." Then you meet the person, you're like, something doesn't feel right. It's just not compatible to you. Whatever it is, whether the person will do something or not in the past, it's not connect. It's not compatible to you, so you don't have to force yourself to integrate in a certain group. And this even calls for family. Sometimes you are in a family and you are in, I don't know, in a gathering or something, and it doesn't feel like you belong there, so you try to step away just gently with something, right? Some headache, something that happens there, right? So hold on to yourself. Don't be scared to say no. Don't be scared to say no. And what is the outcome here? The outcome is beautiful. Page of Pentacles to the Ten of Wands. It's like, as you say no, as you put yourself first, as you listen to yourself, you get rid of all this drama. You get rid of all this burdens coming to you. I'm hearing a lot of drama. You get rid of the drama here, because Page of Pentacles, you are focusing on what you want to achieve, not what's happening around. Something is happening around you that it feels too noisy. I need too much. I need my time. I need my silence. I'm just going to step away from you. I'm just going to find so many reasons to don't go to any sort of gathering, to don't go to something and something there, because you're very focused on something that you want to achieve. This could be a move, this could be a job, this could be a business, this could be a relationship as well, right? You don't want people to get involved in someone that you're just starting to talk and to know. You don't want to put it out there, because people are just going to start judging and criticizing and putting expectations here and there, or simply just tell you this is not a good person for you, and then that will go into you, because you could be very much influenced, especially if it is a person that you care very much for. Okay, so that's a nice message for you there, right? Let's just get some oracle cards here before we finish the session. Let's see what is going on for Cancer. What is the advice on the energy cards? Goddess of the Moon. So connecting to your intuition. We've been talking about your intuition the whole time. Makes a lot of sense. You're ruled by the moon. So This is a perfect card for you, Cancer. We also have the seed. Now, remember that we were talking about. I feel this is just summarizing everything that we talk about in your reading. The seed, pay attention. If something looks too pretty and, you don't feel it's right, it may not be right for you. And finally, second check, Archangel Ariel. Your emotions are your best ally here. So work on your sacral chakra, work on connecting with that. Your movement, watch out for your kidneys, hydrate as much as possible, connect with your emotions. There could be a lot of stuff coming up because it's just the emotion, the sexual part, the sexuality, the creativity, the innovation. All of that is focused on your second chakra, the sacral chakra, right? The sacrum one. So this sacrum area, all of that could be starting to come out. You could be working on some kundalini rising there. So it's about opening up, just freeing yourself from some stuff. And normally to free yourself from some stuff, it needs to come up, right? Especially when, let's say, you're cleaning the house, you're removing the dust. So before you can wash and put it everything pretty, you need to remove the dust, right? And sometimes you have to go all around the house, and you might see that some corners, they have never been cleaned before, and it's like, whoa, there's a lot of stuff here that needs to get out, right? So you need to clean everything. You need to move from place to place. Let's say, for example, you need to move the chairs and the table to reach the corner. So there's something here that you need to dive into some sort of emotion so that you can free yourself from that emotion, right? It's about acknowledging and letting it go. So that's very interesting for you, Cancer. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, have a great day. Take care.